Clinton's ratings are crashing. Bill Clinton's ratings, I mean. About a week and a half ago, I did a video based on an analysis of the New York Times CBS poll that showed that Hillary was hemorrhaging support among women, that she had dropped significantly, and that, for example, in a matchup against Cruz, Cruz had gone from losing white women by 13 points to carrying white women by 2 points, a huge turnaround. That was not at all matched by a turnaround among men. Male voters stayed basically the same as they had been, but women ran out on Hillary. And in that video, in the analysis that I wrote about it, we speculated what caused this. And I speculated that it must be related to the Clinton scandals, the sexual scandals that received a lot of attention over the Christmas holidays while this change from December to January was taking place. And we hypothesized that a lot of young people, millennials, might not have known about the details of the scandals because they were too young. And the specter of what Bill did to harass women and what Hillary did to harass women to protect Bill and herself might really be turning them off. Well, now we have further confirmation that that is correct, because the latest Times CBS poll shows a tremendous decrease in Bill Clinton's favorability ratings. In the October, November, December period, Clinton had what he's usually got, which is 50% favorable and 34, 35% unfavorable. Now, his favorability is down to 39. In 1 month, 2 months actually, it crashed, but really within the last few weeks, it crashed from 50 to 39. 39 is lower than he has ever been, except for 3 or 4 polls conducted right in the middle of the Lewinsky scandal, right in the middle of impeachment, and right as he had pled nolo contendere and was fined $1 million for lying to a federal court as he was leaving the White House. Those were dismal days, and Clinton's ratings have now dropped to that level. Oddly enough, the unfavorable also dropped to 29. It's now 39-29 as opposed to 50 to 34. And the number of people who don't know, don't know enough about it, or say they're undecided, has more than doubled in the last month. So what's going on is people are learning about what Bill Clinton did in the White House. They're learning about Flowers and the possibility that he raped Juanita Broderick, his overt sexual harassment of Paula Jones, his lying about Gennifer Flowers, saying there was no affair, when in fact he's now conceded there was, the whole Monica Lewinsky thing. But more importantly, they're also learning about what Hillary did, that she pursued these women, hired detectives to dig up dirt on them, discredited them, called them stalkers, said they were part of a vast right-wing conspiracy, and all of that designed to discredit these women, not to stop Bill from philandering, not to punish him for it, but to protect his political career from the fallout. And I think as people learn this, particularly millennial voters who were not old enough when it went on to absorb it back then, it's causing real difficulties in Bill Clinton's image. And instead of being a life preserver to buoy Hillary up as she faces a tough challenge from Bernie Sanders, it's becoming an anchor which is dragging her down. Now, I do a podcast now, and tomorrow's podcast on Tuesday will be an in-depth analysis of what the Iowa caucuses mean for the future of this race and how it's likely to play out, and will be an in-depth analysis of where we go from here, both on the Republican and on the Democratic side. So click on the link attached to this video, and you'll get the current podcast. But tomorrow, go to dickmorris.com or podcast1.com or iTunes and check out the podcast then, because it'll really be an invaluable half-hour guide to what's going on in the race. Thanks for watching and listening.